Crossplay. Where is it? I may have an idea. Before we get to the history of crossplay and where the heck it is now, please smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell, as it really helps out the channel and also keeps you in the loop. Alright, now back to me. Some of you may not know how long crossplay has been talked about. Neither did I, apparently, until a chatter in my stream mentioned that Magic Randy himself actually posted a tweet before the game launched about the inclusion of crossplay. So they knew for a long time that this was the plan. The game released, people were excited. The game went through tons of patching, rebalancing, and also dropped DLC content. So although the conversation of crossplay never ended, it did subside from the headlines just a bit. All until September 2020, in the year of our Lord, around the time of DLC 4, you know, the Krieg one. Here is the clip from that particular PAX 2020 that was fully online due to, well, we know.
We'll be adding vertical split screen play to Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. In 2021, we are proud to announce that we're bringing crossplay to Borderlands 3.
So no matter how you own it, you'll be able to play it with your friends. We're very excited about this next generation of consoles, and we can't wait to be playing in the Borderlands with you this holiday season.
After this clip, crossplay, not to be confused with cosplay, became a buzzword again. Although, let's address some quick misunderstanding. Crossplay actually exists currently in the game, but not in the way that everybody is wanting. Around this time, maybe a bit earlier, there was pressure to have crossplay between the two major PC storefronts, Epic and Steam. Gearbox delivered on this idea and went ahead and made it possible to play between both launchers. However, for many, this form of crossplay is not the same thing that people were mostly wanting. What people mostly wanted is cross console play. They would love to play PlayStation and Xbox together in the same parties, which makes sense. We have takedowns, DLCs, the campaign, and tons of content that people would love to buddy up with from different console families. By this point, many major news outlets were covering the story, like Game Informer, Tech Radar, and others I linked below. Special shout to @AlacrityJock and @P_Wolf82. They went and tracked down some articles for me, which is awesome. Thank you guys. Their links to their Twitters are in the description below. The next crossplay news that we did get was an even greater tease. This time presented on the Borderlands show, episode number 8. Over a month later. Let's check that clip now.
Gavin says, where's the cross save or cross play? Graham, where is cross play?
It's coming. So for the launch of next gen, you'll be able to take your saves with you to the next gen platforms.
Sure.
So we're totally excited about that. Also, we support cross gen play. So, you know, if your buddy got a pre-order and you didn't, and he's playing on PS5 and you're on 4 or Series X and X, you guys will be able to play within each other's console family together, regardless of what generation you're on.
Don't dance around the question, though. You know cross play. That's what he's talking about. So Fran and me can finally bury this hatchet. Is there any news on that?
Yes, so that's also what we're working on. We don't have a timeline just yet, but we're very anxious to get full cross-play support into Borderlands 3. It's a huge effort that we're making, but we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so we'll share more soon. I'm very sure about it.
Here we get a different form of crossplay news, this time in the form of cross-platform play, which simply means that players can play between console families. As an example, PS5 users and PS4 users can now play together because they're in the same console family. The same thing applies for Xbox X and Xbox One users. However, this is not the crossplay most people in the community are wanting. This doesn't quite fit the bill. I have 3 main theories about when we are getting console crossplay. Theory number 1, the optimism theory. Oh boy. Basically, Gearbox said 2021. They just revealed what content was in the Borderlands Director's Cut, which we would all been waiting for what felt like a millennia. And please check out that video that I did in the description below. If you missed what's in the Director's Cut, it's a lot of stuff. It's so much. Every time a DLC drops, they end up having a massive day 1 patch. In this massive day 1 patch, crossplay could be added. And here's why. Crossplay is not a feature that they can or should charge for, right? It doesn't even really have to do with them. I highly doubt that they would mention it in the same breath of the Director's Cut reveal. However, Graham, who is a lead designer on all things Borderlands, did say on Twitter following the Borderlands show that there was lots of things that they couldn't talk about that will be in the day 1 patch for DLC number 6, the Director's Cut. This theory is the one that I personally believe in. I think it's taken a long time to get the approval and the inner workings figured out between Sony and Microsoft. I think that's one reason why it's taken this long. So then there's theory number 2. The long play theory. Go long. And the long play theory, basically at some point in 2021, probably leaning towards summer, crossplay will be revealed. This could happen if they wanted to make a larger marketing push around crossplay and not unload all of their content at Director's Cut. This would allow them to say that we supported the game for X amount of time, and it would allow them to possibly pair in a minor piece of freemium content, right? Like another takedown, maybe a little raid boss or something, couple more missions. It would give them a chance to have the focus on crossplay and this other side piece of content. My viewers tend to lean towards this theory and also the next one. Theory number 3. The scammed! The misunderstanding theory, no! This theory states that there is no console crossplay coming at all, or that the only crossplay they were even talking about to begin with was a misunderstanding, and they've already delivered it, which is the crossplay between the 2 launchers, Steam and Epic, and also the cross-platform crossplay between the PS4, PS5, Xbox X, Xbox One. Personally, I don't believe this theory. And the reason why I don't is because Borderlands 3 already has a rocky, all pun intended, but on cha, reputation with the community. I feel that this would hurt the community, at least the community's outlook on the game. Remember, Borderlands 2 was a 10-year-old game. Super long time. I was like in diapers. No, not quite, but still. Also, another compelling side note about this theory is that Randy Pitchford has never had an issue addressing the media in sort of maybe controversial ways. So I highly doubt that if this was the predominant thinking, that they wouldn't have already said something contrary. So Randy would have tweeted and he'd been like, you know, hey, guys, crossplay's not a thing. It's just not. Don't get your hopes up anymore. This is what we meant. He's never had an issue doing this before. Why would he all of a sudden have an issue now? So that is pure speculation, but that is why I think this theory is probably not the safest one of the three. What do you think? Let me know which theory you subscribe to in the comments below. Feel free to tell me on Twitch as well. I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description below. And I would love to hear more about your side of the story in both of those places. And as always, happy looting.